जीत हुए जेकब बेथल भी शायद मन में यही सोच रहे हो जो पार्थिव पटेल सोच रहे थे। एक चक्कर फिर गेंदबाज भी गेम बैक टू बैक सिक्सेस। इस बार वो आगे की तरफ वो गेंद करी थी, इससे पिछले की गेंद छोटी गेंद थी। बहुत फायदा उठाया है सारे बैटर्स ने। यहाँ पर लॉन्ग ऑफ का फील्डर पीछे गया है, फील्ड में बदलाव किया है। लॉन्ग ऑन को अंदर, अब लॉन्ग ऑफ पे हार्दिक पांड्या बाहर। पहली 2 गेंदों में 6 मेरिट पे खेलते हुए जेकब बेथल, और अब रिवर्स स्वीप निकाली है पिटारे से, और ये भी जाएगी 6 के लिए। हैट्रिक ऑफ सिक्सेस। युवा प्रतिभा है और बेबाक अंदाज में शुरुआत की है इस ओवर की जेकब बेथल ने। ये गजब का शॉट था, तो पहले 2 मारे हैं वो, ये देखिए बिल्कुल तेजी से घूमे और वहां बल्ले के बिल्कुल बीचों बीच। वाह क्या टाइमिंग है, लाजवाब। और 3 गेंद 3 छक्के। वरुण चक्रवर्ती डेफिनेटली अब वो दबाव महसूस कर रहे होंगे। 3 गेंदें 3 छक्के, और तीनों अलग अलग जगह पे। एक लॉन्ग ऑन के ऊपर, एक लॉन्ग ऑफ के ऊपर, और दूसरा और फुल करने की कोशिश थी, तो वहां पर फिर रिवर्स स्विप निकाल के पॉइंट के ऊपर। अब कौन सा ऑप्शन है वरुण चक्रवर्ती के पास? संजू सैमसन जाके थोड़ी बात करके आए। तेज और फ्लैट विकेट्स के जो इरादे हैं 3 गेंद में आपने काफी हद तक खारिज किए। बैक फुट से पहला, दूसरा फ्रंट फुट से। परफेक्ट लेंथ क्या है बजूबा यहाँ पे वरुण चक्रवर्ती के लिए? देखिए ऐसी लेंथ जहाँ पे वो बल्लेबाज को फंसाए कि बड़ा शॉट ना खुल सके। ये बात ठीक है कि इतने रन बन जाते हैं तो बल्लेबाज के ऊपर फिर वो ज्यादा दबाव नहीं, उसको पता है कि शॉट मारना ही है, बट कहीं ना कहीं चूक हुई वहां लेंथ में, ज्यादा आगे डाल गए। बिग बॉल वापसी करी है, 3 छक्के और सिंगल, और बटलर को चलता किया है 5वीं गेंद पे। स्टंप टू स्टंप गेंदबाजी, और यही वो लेंथ है जिसकी हम बात कर रहे हैं कि स्टंप पे गेंद लगनी चाहिए और ऊपर वाले भाग में लगनी चाहिए। फिर से वो गूगली और वही लेंथ। बॉलिंग कोच कहते हैं हर बार आपको वो लेयर डालिए जहां पे गेंद जाके टॉप ऑफ द स्टंप लगे, और वरुण चक्रवर्ती ने 6ठी बार जॉस बटलर को चलता किया। 3 से लगे थे, लेकिन ये मैचअप में 6ठी बार जीत हुई है। जॉस बटलर 25 पे आउट हुए सेमीफाइनल में, 64 पे 3 समय ड्रिंक्स ब्रेक का। चख लिया है आईपीएल का अमृत आरसीबी ने। तो ताज हासिल कर लिया, और दिक्कत जा रहे हैं उसे छीनने के लिए। ताज के लिए जंग तय है। टाटा आईपीएल चलता रहा है। ऑस्ट्रेलिया ने जीती है अपनी पहली T20 ट्रॉफी। चैंपियंस 8वें T20 विश्व कप के टीम इंग्लैंड वर्ल्ड कप भारत का है। कौन लिखेगा ट्रॉफी पर अपना नाम? आईसीसी मेंस T20 वर्ल्ड कप फाइनल 8 मार्च रविवार शाम 5:30 बजे। टाटा आईपीएल coming soon. This broadcast is co-powered by Birla Opus Paints in association with Mutual Funds Sahi Hai, Veeda, powered by Hero, and Vimal Ilaichi. हो जाइए अलर्ट, 9 मार्च से रात 9 बजे आ रहा है शिवाय, जिसके साथ हुआ है एक OTP स्कैम। सारे पैसे गायब हो गए, और ये है रील्स की रानी आसिया। मैं रील्स की रानी और आप सबकी फेवरेट, जिनकी दुनिया है अलग। कैसे जुड़ेगा इनका कनेक्शन? 2 दुनिया एक दिन, 9 मार्च से।
पहली बार किसी एपिसोड की शूट इंडिया के फेमस डॉक्टर्स की निगरानी में होगी। अभिषेक कायरोप्रैक्टर की स्पेलिंग बोलेगा KAYRO। तेरी ऐसी हड्डी तोड़ेगी कि तू ऐसे चलेगा।
ये जो सब्जेक्ट है आज बोलेगा। कानन भाई, तेरे को अभिषेक और समर्थ का खाना कैसा लगता है? कानन भाई, तेरे को निया कैसी लगती है?
ये देखो क्या है
विल्सन ने कुछ ताबड़तोड़ शॉट लगाई, इन स्विंग का दूरी किनारा, लेकिन हार्दिक पांड्या उन्होंने शुरुआत करी विकेट के साथ। ये आसान सा कैच, उसके बाद दूसरे एंड से थोड़े रन बने, लग रहा था जॉस बटलर
of India's innings, 15 just 12 deliveries, with unbeaten at 58 for 16. India winning by 18 runs. Tom Banton in now with 5. Ball to go in the power play. And required run rate keep going up. But it starts. One bounce 4.
68 for 3 in that power play. It's been all action all the way through.
The biggest cricket league in the world. Full on entertainment.
Flash of the heavyweight. Absolute demolition.
The battle for the ages.
Cutter, because of the bounce there. Here, first ball, he's gone for it.
Set himself early. Powered that away. First time England conceded over 250 in a T20 international. No time to consolidate. They've got to keep going with that required run rate.
India trying to finish their 6 bowlers quota as much as possible and keep the main bowlers through the innings. And a googly for Varun, working this time slightly fuller, top of off.
Yeah. One of the things when you're out of form is you don't watch the ball as long as you should. There's so many things going through your brain, and it was noticeable in that Butler innings. He wasn't watching the ball right onto the bat. A bit of a scramble brain. When it's a googly like that and you're not watching it clearly, it deceives you.
Quick single.
Joss Butler, it was a struggle. He started with a boundary and then Hardik hit that hard length with a bit of movement. You can see he was looking frenetic and not always watching the ball onto the bat.
Interestingly, that's what a player in form said, Sanju Samson. He was just trying to watch the ball as hard as possible and stay in the moment after the end of last game when he got that magnificent knock to get past West Indies. Saying all he was trying to tell himself was watch the ball closely.
Said keep it simple, and that's what he did. But the way he went about building momentum in that innings against West Indies, he did the same today. Sheikh Sharma out early. Shankishan came in and stand 97 for 45, set the platform for more fireworks from India. 18 fours and 19 sixes.
Shankishan played a nice little cameo in between. Just I think your Sam Curran and the likes of Bill Jacks coming in next. It's a huge ask. All they'll be thinking is, how many boundaries can I hit? Where do I hit them? Who do I plan to hit them against? It's never easy middle order when you know you have to keep scoring at 13 runs and all from the get-go.
Harry Brook won the toss and elected to bowl first. What would he have been comfortable chasing here at Wankhede?
Well, England had chased down 229 here a long time ago. I think it just went beyond them when you go up to 250 plus. But it fits into what England just would have thrown it back. They were going to go hard every ball anyway. It just made it crystal clear what they've got to do. And they've done it. They'll lose wickets.
Cleanly struck for six.
It's just going to be all action cricket because they have no other choice. There is no time to rebuild. There's no time to knock it round. It is either going to be 4-6 or a wicket. They're going to keep coming up.
Service played really well too. West Indies played against Zimbabwe. Also made over 250. Akshay Patel took a wonderful catch. He's into the attack now.
Yeah, and there's a man on the reverse sweep. The Banton, he likes that shot. He can now go over the offside if he wants. If he wants. Just like that. And that is good manoeuvring. Man goes behind square for the reverse. It opens up a massive gap between long off and behind square offside. Banton finds that gap with a six.
Good point there, Nasser. Said the reverse sweep was protected, but overcovers is another one of the strengths as well. Tom Banton, he made a beautiful job of how he got under.
You see that gap there on the graphic. The reverse sweep gets you a boundary, but it also manoeuvres the field.
Uses his feet this time. It sails into the crowd for six. This is excellent from England.
On the bounce here. Such a good pitch. You can just hit through the line. This is what he did in Kolkata. He used his feet, belted it down the ground. That is some follow through.
The roar says it all. Banton has got to go.
Yeah, similar to Varun Chakravarti. 6-6-6 out. 6-6 out. Akshay Patel, the bowler this time. And Banton wishes he just held his shape and gone straight. In the end, he tries to drag it leg side. And it's through him. All action cricket. Sixes, fours and wickets. Look up to the skies. Banton departs. 95 for 4 England. 17 from 5.
Australia, they are now a champion team. England are the new T20 kings. It's India who win the T20 World Cup.
Who will etch its name on the trophy? ICC Men's T20 World Cup Final, 8th March, Sunday, 5:30 p.m.
Slides out to the middle. Team in trouble. Talking earlier about his move from the top order to the finisher role. He's owned that role in this competition. He's come in with England in some sticky situations and got them across the line. It's a vastly different situation today.
It is, and it's a bit of a promotion. Sam Curran could have come in next, but obviously that would be two left-handers at the crease, so they want that right hand, left hand.
It takes a lot of courage when you get hit six to slow it down as a bowler, and that's what Akshay Patel did. He got hit for a six the previous delivery. It was just around 90, but this one he slowed it down to 84, kept it on the stump. And made sure Banton lost his shape a bit as he was looking to slog sweep. It's good bowling, courageous bowling. To slow the game down, and his bowling,
Side screen, just holding us up with it. Goes leg side and into some space for 4. End of 8, 99 for 4.
answer. Well, he went through a phase where batters weren't picking up the length of spinners that well off the back foot. That's exactly what they are doing now. Length ball, 2 for 4, back of the length ball.
Runs. Problem is losing wickets. At the same stage, India were 92 for 1. So just 7 runs in it, but 3 extra wickets lost.
Yeah, Varun Chakravarti, the last time I bowled to Jacob Bethel, gave 19 in the 4 balls that he bowled. But now they've kept a man there for the reverse sweep. What is Jacob Bethel going to do? Is he going to back his slog sweep or is he going to go straight down the ground?
Rolled. What an outstanding shot that is from Bethel.
Yeah, I just mentioned how the modern day player is picking up length really well. That's what Bethel's done again. Back of the length, and he was sitting back and with fast hands pulls it beautifully. 100 up for England in just 8 overs and 1 delivery. And England going this hard because they know 11 overs after this, Bumrah's going to bowl 3 of those 11.
He's going around the wicket now, just changing up the angle. He realizes Bethel is playing him a lot more of the back foot now.
Well, it doesn't matter what you do with the field. Jacob Bethel has his eye in and he's motoring along.
There's great batting from Bethel. He is just motoring along here. Varun Chakravarti again erring on the shorter side, and that has been his Achilles heel in this tournament, especially in the Super 8 stages. He's pulled his length back, and that's when he's gone for a lot of runs. He's got to be slightly fuller. He can go to his leggy if he requires, but the googly that is slightly short is what Bethel is absolutely feasting on right now.
His top score in the tournament so far, 55 versus Nepal. He's currently 47 after 16 deliveries, 3 4s and 5 6s.
We can comfortably say it's his most favourite ground in India, and he likes the bounce. He's a good back foot player, and he's using the bounce to his advantage.
On Sunday, name of the bird, everyone will be wanting to get their hands on this piece of silverware. The former World Cup winning players out with the ICC CEO, Sanjog Gupta. Sunday, who will it be? New Zealand or? I've got one apiece here. England versus India. A bit nervous, DK.
Not as much as Nas, I can tell you that.
I was listening to the podcast on a walk the other day and I just couldn't stop laughing.
That was close. Looking for the slog sweep. Varun almost gets that to hit the stump. See, grown from Sanju Samson there, he knew it was close. That's a good wicket keeping. He had his hands in the right place. Didn't expect the ball to come to him. Good hands.
Jacks. He has been brilliant all tournament. And he talks about the confidence. He just backs himself, doesn't he, Nasser?
He does, and it's a similar shot to what Bethel's been playing. It's not that short, but because of the bounce here in Mumbai, you can pick it up and hit it at the top of the bounce. Expensive, Chakravarti. 11 deliveries, 36 runs.
Whoever there's 14 from it, 9 gone, 113 for 4.
Wow! They're off, Jokmeyer.
Five to 3 in the last 18 deliveries. run rate has come down to 12.82. Stars aplenty at Wankere and they're being thoroughly entertained.
That man on screen who was there a second ago, he has seen many a pressure situation and he knows how to handle spinners. Today the spinners have been expensive, but the good thing is they've picked up a couple of wickets and important ones. MS Dhoni was a master in handling spinners. 53 runs so far in just the 3 overs from the spinners. That's clever, Cass. What he's just done here, the previous one he's gone into middle and leg. This one's slower, wider outside off stump. Even though Jax is a good offside player, he's trusting him to keep making him guess what the line is going to be. It's not just length, you need to vary your line. At times, Varun has been a touch too straight.
Let's talk about whether he'll be replaced today by Kuldeep Yadav. They've backed him against England. Varun Chakravarti. A mix of players in the Indian 11, that bowling lineup, all balls around Bumrah. I think Harshdeep have done so well with the new ball. The Bumrah factor is big.
Yeah, it is, and you can almost be assured of 3 very good overs from Bumrah. Akshar Patel has not kept a man back for the reverse sweep.
Quick single.
Wow. Hardik Pandya was trying to throw the stumps down. Akshar Patel had a little bit more time if he was right by the stumps. He just took a step back because it was a hard throw from Hardik. Direct hit gone. It was an awkward one to take. It really was for the bowler. Shin high.
Good length too. That's the worst length as a fielder to try and take a ball. He's done well for himself to protect his knees.
Trapped in front. They're interested.
Going down. I can't believe they got 2 there. There must be some fielders looking at each other. That was going down on the angle. Our ball has only just gone out of the inner circle and you run 2 leg bys. That's what I'd be more cross about as a captain.
But it was actually the captain who should have gone for the ball, but he was so convinced it was LBW. He was just walking towards Akshar Patel there. He forgot that they were looking to run there.
Nice day.
Another beautiful set of deliveries so far from Akshar Patel. He's not bowled 2 balls in the same line. He's kept the batters guessing. One of the few overs where a boundary hasn't been scored yet. Let me not jinx it, but so far it's been really good.
Come on, the boundary.
Jinx it.
Hiding the ball wide. Jax is very good over extra cover. Will he throw it wide again? No, go straighter. That is a good mixing in the over. Straight, wide, and then back straight. Excellent from Akshar Patel. 119 for 4 after 10.
The biggest cricket league in the world. Full on entertainment. Clash of the heavyweights. Absolute demolition.
Get ready for the battle for the ages. Tata IPL coming soon.
Another 135 needed from 60 balls, and Jasprit Bumrah's back. Another important phase of the game. Wide signaled for height. Sunil Gavaskar and Michael Atherton alongside me. How critical is going to be strategy here against Bumrah?
Very, very critical because we're talking about 3 overs more from him. He's Bowled 1 over for 7 and got a wicket. Now this one is, you can see this one is given as a wide because it's gone above the batter. Good call by the umpire.
It's outstanding, that's true, because it was partly to negate what may have been an attempted Yorker and punched away for 4.
Well, Will Jacks has had an outstanding tournament, 4 Player of the Match awards in an unaccustomed position. He's done it down the order, down at number 6 or 7, coming in as a finisher. But even though he's coming low down the order, he's had actually a reasonable amount of opportunity to impact the game. So he's had plenty of batting time, and he's got plenty of time here, obviously.
Come on, Mumbai. Your bowler needs your support. आपको पता है आपको क्या बोलना है?
The public address systems encouraging the spectators to say boom, boom, Bumrah in between deliveries. Not too sure that's a good thing for the game. Between overs, yes, not between deliveries. This is a World Cup.
And that is another World Cup half century for Jacob Bethel, his second of this T20 World Cup. And of 19 balls, he's the 5th batter in this tournament to do it in so little deliveries. But he knows that there's so much more that needs to be done.
Yes, there's plenty to do, but as long as he's at the crease of Jacks, who's had a dream tournament so far, England will have hope. 32, the partnership of 20. They'll be hoping that this partnership carries on for another 5 overs at least. And that'll give them a very good chance.
Well, you can see why England hold this young man, Jacob Bethel, in such high regard in whatever format they're playing, really. He's an absolutely central first pick in all 3 formats. Player of tremendous potential and class.
There's no one out there. And he continues on his way, Jacob Bethel, picking the field apart.
Look how quickly he's picked the line and the leg. And he hasn't tried to hit a 6 this time around. He just looked to control it. That's a magnificent shot. It is. It's almost slow delivery. It's up and out the pitch. And then he's controlled it. Rolled his wrists to ensure the ball is hit along the ground. There was a fielder at square leg. Magnificent. Absolutely terrific batting this from the young man.
Attempted Yorker, missed out Jacob Bethel, 1-3-1 for 4.
England's senior, most dangerous players, Butler, gone, so Bethel had to take it on his own, and he did it right from the off with a number of outstanding shots. It is a perfect batting fit that we've seen throughout the evening. Boundaries are inviting. Still got to do it. Bethel so far is playing a blinder 55-22. Just about keeping in touch with the rate.
Fascinating stadium to be at. I know it's one of the iconic venues in the world game. The stands just rise up and keeps all the energy within the confines of the ground. Travel from far and wide across the country and the globe just to be part of the experience. I wonder what that experience means for the bowling they've got to rotate their bowling. Ashdeep still has a couple, so I suspect that he will come back for one. You don't want to be bowling too many overs off the reel. Varun Chakravarti, 1 for 37 of his 2 overs.
55 of 22 deliveries is what Jacob Bethel is batting with now. That's how he hit a 6 of Chakravarti, then the pull shot. And again the lofted shot over straight field again, the front foot pull. And he was pretty severe on Hardik Pandya as well as Varun Chakravarti. 4 boundaries and 5 sixes in that 55.
He's so very, very good. Chakravarti trying to hide it full and outside the off stump, and Bethel reading it like a book.
Real problem for India, Chakravarti. He's been so expensive. The moment that he came in on the 6th over, England got after him straight away. He's been expensive throughout the Super 8 stage, where he's found wickets hard to come by. And India don't want to go to the 6th bowling option because it's a weakness of theirs. So once one of the 5 is put under tremendous pressure, as Varun is being put under here, it's a problem.
Confirmation of that just in the last 3 games prior to this. He's gone at over 10 and over in the 3 games leading into this contest. Take wickets tonight. If that is anything for being expensive, he'll maybe accept that. Here's Ashwin, comes back for 1 of his 2 remaining overs.
The duty on, can we have one big huge round of applause for everybody who's here? Jordan Daniel Jai, absolutely brilliant, for being such a wonderful ball audience.
From Jacob Bethel. To think last night, Finn Allen, this is 60 of 24. Finn Allen got to 133 at the end of the game. I had to ask myself, is it only 33 balls that he faced, really? Bethel going at 250, I think Finn Allen went at over 300.
And 4 dot balls in that as well. So about 129 deliveries. India 1 minus singles. It's the 6s and the boundaries that is hurting them. 5 deliveries bowled. He's given away 8 runs. 4 singles in that and a boundary. Will Jacks will want to put that right. Will Jacks will want to maximum.
On a height on it, has it got the distance? It just has. 50 partnership comes up. Varun has gone for 50 as well. 145 for 4.
New Zealand are within touching distance of their first World Cup. Will the Kiwis script history?
Watch the final, 8th March, Sunday.
Experience the best of Hollywood.
Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
Let's go. It's time.
What happens with Varun Chakravarti generally, we've seen that even in the IPL, is the moment he gets hit off the first or the second ball of an over, he starts to bowl medium pace. His pace increases, and therefore it makes it easier on a good batting pitch like this for the batters to get under the ball.
And good evening, Mr. Bishop. I feel happy to be retired as a bowler. painful business.
Oh, that has gone miles, absolute miles, up to the back row of that double-decker stand. The only thing that stopped it was the hoarding, the advertising, and the big screen.
He's full of confidence, Will Jacks. He's having the month of his life. What a winter he's had. Got himself into England's test team in the Ashes and now dominating their World Cup campaign. England still in there fighting.
Field should be 4. That's going to be the thing you can calculate as well. How many boundaries do England need to hit with this 98 remaining in the 7.5 overs left?
They can't really afford to do that. Should have been a dot ball. It wasn't anywhere away. Should have been a dot ball. And the skipper himself didn't let it go through his legs.
Somewhere between 10, 12, 14 boundaries I can take this off the field. Where can you get that volume of boundary hitting in the deliveries left? 44 balls. Can you get 15?
At this level, with the kind of batting that we have seen, 2 runs a ball is eminently possible. At the moment, it's a little bit over 2 runs a ball. Eminently possible. This is a good partnership. 62 plus 33 deliveries. They're smacking it around.
Clean up by Shivam Dube, who was rolling his shoulders as if he might get some involvement with the ball in hand, or he was just keeping himself loose in the field.
The kind of night as a 6 bowler where you'd be putting your hand up to try and get the skipper's attention.
Singh, Tilak was cleaning. 160 for 4. It's a lovely stadium.
Experience the best of Hollywood.
Let's go! Awesome! New Zealand are within touching distance of their first World Cup. Will the Kiwis script history?
Watch the final, 8th March, Sunday.
Very low, but when the pitch is as good compliments to the ground staff tonight from a batting perspective, the runs flow. Arshdeep's back. Lovely. He did well to reach it, and the awareness to get it over short third. This is some knock from Jacob Bethel.
That big moment in the game, this, with Arshdeep returning. 2 overs left from Bumrah, but he needs support elsewhere. So somebody else has got to give some relatively economical overs here for the captain. He'll be hoping it's Arshdeep. He doesn't want to have to turn to a 6 bowler, but if Arshdeep goes round the park as well, then India under significant pressure.
It's a slower delivery if it's bowled half an hour to pitch, although it might deceive the batter a little bit. It still gives the batter enough time, as we saw with this particular shot. Very smart batting this by Jacob Bethel. Top class, absolutely terrific to watch.
Too easily.
Akshar Patel took an excellent catch. Slower delivery. really, absolutely brilliant test. He's kept his eye on the ball, never able to run the way he had from his position inside the 30-meter circle. They're taking 2 runs quite comfortably. I think that is something that India need to look out for as well.
Very good. Good advantage of keeping your eye on the batter as he tailed out. Didn't follow him, actually. Immediately in his mind said he's too far, go wide, take it out of his reach.
Just a hint there that the ball tailed back in at Jacob Bethel, which will interest Jasprit Bumrah, no doubt in his final 2 overs as he looks to find the block hole.
Mixing up the line, who do you this Sky 2 for the next over, another crucial over. Everyone is crucial. Harding's got 1 left. Varun has travelled. Aksa has gone at over 10s. Jasprit Bumrah has 2, so how do you spend those?
I think Bumrah will probably come in for the 17th and the 19th over, depending on what the score is at that stage. They want to get a wicket. They want to break this partnership. If they break this partnership, they give themselves a very good chance. If they don't break this partnership, the game will slip away from their hands.
There's an option here of going wide up the stumps. Wide above stump is an option. He does go too wide with the field that he has at the deep backward point. You can understand the planning. Something he did well in his final over against the West Indies at Eden Gardens. I think he ended up going for some 5 runs. And that was the penultimate over of the innings. It's wide in again. But again, you understand, Sanju Samson doesn't necessarily agree, but you understand what he's trying to do.
I'm sure Ashdeep agreed either. He had a long, lingering look just as the umpire signalled that, and I think you can see from that replay why he's upset. I think he's a bit hard done to there.
Yes, I think where, at what point the ball passes the bat should be the consideration. This is, I think he's lost it. He lost his confidence looking the ball wide. To an extent, the kind of feel that he's got makes him want to bowl away from that angle. But if he can slice it, because there is a third man and there's a deep point as well. So, maybe a little closer. There's a deep slip, if one can call it that.
Looks to be outstanding from that man again. That is a brilliant catch from Axar Patel, covering the ground and relaying it to his trailing fielder. Could be very, very important in the outcome. Look at that.
And you have to also compliment Shivam Dubey. who went down there because this is an outstanding effort. Akshar Patel, the catch will go in Dubey's name, but it is Akshar Patel who's done all the hard work. Have a look at this, he slices it. There is a deep point, he's a left-hander. Magnificent, now look what he does. Oh, he passes the ball away. Magnificent, absolutely terrific. Magnificent stuff that from Akshar Patel. And he gets rid of the dangerous Will Jacks. 35 of 20 to Will Jacks. It's the 5th wicket gone for 172 in 14 overs.
Pick up Willer, pick up my daughter.
Well, there's an irony because ahead of this match, quite a lot of focus on India's fielding in this tournament. They dropped 13 catches before this game, which I think is the most of any team in the tournament. Their catching percentage was way down at around about 71%. But 2 catches tonight that may well win them the game, both taken by the man centre screen there, Akshar Patel. Didn't think he could better the first catch, which was a running, diving effort to get rid of Harry Brook, but that second stupendous catch, well, assist to Dubey. It's a bit of a criminal omission that his name doesn't appear on the scorecard there. Is a quite stupendous catch. May well just have turned this game. 172 for 5 England. Still in there, because they've got Curran to come and Overton to come. But that was a magnificent catch.
It was indeed, and this is of course some of the shot making that we've seen from England. Right from the first ball, they were at 2 consecutive sixes, playing across the line, but Jacob Bethel kept on going. Clever, very smart batting that from Jacob Bethel. He knows exactly what the fielders are. Getting away from him, running between the wickets has been outstanding. They really put pressure on the Indians. Look at that. Slow delivery, and then reverse move, knowing that there is no fielder in the deep. Then Varun Chakravarti bowling. Give the delivery again. Will Jacks. This is again opening the face of the man. This is the dismissal of Will Jacks. You know, when it comes to run-outs, you typically get somebody who throws the ball and somebody who gets a run-out, maybe even for a catch like that. Maybe in the scoreboard it should go down. Akshar Patel and Dubey, something like that. 172 for 5.
Harry Brook by doing all the hard work early and being able to steady himself. He covers the ground nicely and then slows. Great tracking. What we won't speak about enough is that Ashdeep continued even after 3 consecutive wides. He stuck to the plan, Ashdeep Singh, and went wide. And that is something we have to remember as well. He could have been easily thrown off and said, nah, let me risk going straight. It's not done yet, Sam Curran.
Yeah, but that wicket of Jacks has just encouraged Sky now to bring back Chakravarti to try and get his last over done. But England will keep swinging. They've got Curran, they've got Overton. 2 left-handers will play to Chakravarti's strength here. He can send the ball across them, so it's a decent matchup, and India hoping he can get out in the 4th over relatively cheaply. Another look at that magnificent piece of athleticism from Akshar Patel.
How Shivam Dubey also stays around. And there it is. The Indian coach very happy.
34 is 4. Jacob Bethel soldiers on. 80 from 35.
Varun Chakravarti really has found it difficult from the Super 8. Just hit halfway down the pitch, and he's been hit straight back.
And that shot has made it so much more difficult for the modern spinner in T20. Spinners that generally try and bowl into the surface at a bail trimming height. Not many batters would play that kind of shot off the back foot down the ground until the last 2 or 3 years. Once they can hit you back over the head off the back foot, then it makes that length very difficult to bowl.
Don't leave your television sets. Don't put your phone down if you're watching it on your phone. 75 of 34 on this ground with 5 wickets left and a set Jacob Bethel. Sonny, you're saying you felt just over for over number 17.
Well, if it's going to be Sam Curran who's going to take strike, I wouldn't mind looking at Bumrah bowling to Sam Curran. Get a good over going. Maybe an over of maybe eight runs or so. And then up the asking rate. At the moment, England are scoring at 12.41 and the required rate is 13.45. So the required rate, they've kept it inside. They've kept it all the time going around the same.
It's as much a sighter as he can afford now. One ball. And there he goes. He took one delivery to get himself in, and the next one is a 4.
Again, it's a medium-paced delivery. That has been the problem with trying to get overspin. He's lost out on the ability to get side spin. Of course, this is a very good pitch. Not much help for the spinners. But in looking to get that overspin, his length has suffered.
That's where Sky wanted him to hit it. That's what he said to Barrow. Make him hit it down the ground. Game on, 185 for 5.
The biggest cricket league in the world. Full on entertainment. Clash of the heavyweight. Absolute demolition.
Battle for the ages. The IPL comes soon.
5 overs to go. 69 needed. Entertainment for the crowd today. So fabulous stroke play from both sides. England still will believe they're very much in the contest. All it needs from here is one big over. 20 plus over. Suddenly bring that required rate down and keep you in the hunt. Here comes the man, Bumrah. His overs are precious at this stage. Sure are, because at this stage, England are 3 runs ahead. India were 183 for 3. But England had no Bumrah at the death. We saw what he did in that World Cup final in Barbados, where he defended 30 and 31. He is their go-to man. He has been for a while when they need something special. Watch his changes of pace. He knows the batsmen are coming hard. He will slow it down a bit. This is so good with the skill sets. So much variety there. Doesn't allow batsmen to get into any sort of momentum.
Just when you think you get into some momentum, he does. That goes to that pace-off delivery. He's on 64% this evening. In this over so far, first 2 deliveries are pace-on. Go all in on a pace off here, but it's the disguise in which he delivers it is the real skill.
Well, that's flicked away nicely. Beautiful touch from Curran. The batting depth in this tournament, the sides have progressed. It's incredible, really. They just keep coming at you. The hitters. Curran has a lot of experience in this part of the world, a lot of IPL experience. He had seen Bumrah, a lot of him, and he found that little gap. And all eyes on the captain as well, and I'm talking about Surya Kumar Yadav. Now a change in the field. You see square leg comes to a short fine leg. Fine leg goes to deep backward square leg where that boundary was hit.
भाई लाइक कर दीजिए
Brilliant comeback delivery from Bumrah. Let's see how England's the rest of this one chase. They've been all guns blazing. Bumrah put 2 overs left. Nothing he can do with that delivery. Consciously, the 2 left-handers, hard going, hell for leather, acting.
It's a change of pace. They look for 2. Settle for the single. What are you saying see him off, Morris?
But not quite see him off. He's already setting off the over. I don't think you can afford to see him off. But if he is going predominantly to pace on, can you utilise that pace? The wicket taking delivery is the pace off. So can you chip that down the ground, apply pressure? Still have to get overs. One from Arshdeep, one from Hardik, and one from Akshar Patel. So one of those, can you compensate?
I think anything over 8 or 9 of Bumrah at this stage is a job well done. You've got to target someone else and look for that big over. Squeeze away. The offside, 8 of the over. Picture from the crowd, 16 on, 193 for 5. Harrisford, as we've gone through this innings, the best bowlers are the ones that have hit it outside off stump. Think of Arshdeep and that over where he got jacks. The ones that have gone straight have been in the slot. Chakravarti has bowled straight and he's disappeared. So 61 needed from 24. Slightly harder to hide it for Arshdeep with 2 left-handers in. To the right-handers, he went straight across. He will still try and do it outside that off stump. Mid-off is up, though. So with a wide. Some of the names in contention for the player of the tournament. Jack Sampson and Giri Surfet. Just log on to that website and post your votes. Brilliant. Just a hint of tail in. That will help. Anything will help on this flat pitch. Just watch this right at the end. It's not much, but just a hint of in drift there. There has been no lateral movement in 38 overs, 36 overs. And some there. Yes, this was the pair that changed the course of the World Cup final last time round. 2 overs between the 16th and the 20th. Bumrah and Arshdeep. Might have been 15th and 16th. They did the trick.
This is brilliant. Brilliant from Ashley. See the plan. It's quite obvious. Ball it straight, whether it's outside the off stump on that tram line or targeting the stumps. The field is backing it up. It off is up in the ring. Now goes back. Rinku Singh. Deep third will come up as well, suggesting that Sam Curran won't reverse sweep or lap. He looked at target straight, but I'd imagine for Arshdeep it's about jamming in that Yorker as often as possible.
Comparison 195 for 4, India 195 for 5. It's all about the batting, but in the end, you're going to need a bowler to win you the game. Have India got that bowler?
Keeping the ball away from the boundary and over the boundary. That's what's important at this stage. See that required rate mounting up all the time.
In the days of long batting lineups, right at the end of a semi-final, you say to your two death bowlers, these two, go and get it done. Bumrah and Arshdeep.
Now he's got a big decision coming up. Who does he go to next? Does he spend his resources with Jasprit Bumrah, who has one left? Hardik has one, Akshar has one.
And keeping it away from the fence, just the single. It's turning out to be an excellent over this. Two good overs back to back. Still 2 balls left, just 5 conceded.
Yeah, appreciated by the crowd as well. Backed up in the field. Pandya racing around and long on. Definitely saved one. Didn't run around, the ball went straight at him. In and out of his hands. In as quickly as possible. Just take a pose here, Ashley. So much right in this over. It's good for 5.
Sticking to his plan. He doesn't mind conceding odd wide or 2.
Yeah, and as a captain, you don't mind that. That was definitely a wide. There was one earlier that wasn't a wide, and he got across. This one definitely was. But as a captain, you don't mind that because you see a bowler with a plan, and you know that plan will change. He'll go wide, and then like he did earlier, he'll bowl that straight Yorker.
Yeah, big decision coming for the skipper. Just ventured in the direction of Hardik Pandya, asking whether he persists with Bumrah again at the far end or not. Interesting to see if he does.
That's it straight and clean. Much needed for England.
Yeah, and no room for error. Brilliant over up until that delivery. And now concedes 12 with 1 ball left. Watch the shape that Jacob Bethel just holds. He needs to check it to the last minute. Then the follow through with the shot. Racing away here. 90 or 41 deliveries. Brilliant from the young left-hander.
Just the calmness and the tempo he's been maintained. Wickets falling around him. Steeper required rate. And he's played it nicely, just reaching out for it. And finishing off the over nicely. A 6 and a boundary, 16 off it. 209 for 5.
The full toss deserved to be.
Experience the best of Hollywood.
Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
Let's go. It's time. My mom. Was she